Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's just see. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the books until Valentine's Day. I just figured to keep a romantic theme. I love it. How old is this song? Let's see. Does it say? That's the lyrics. When did this song come out? It was about the turmoil in the 1960s. Nothing's changed. To my instrumentals. What's that sound? Interesting, because that was the first wave too, wasn't it? Alright, y'all, for those of you that are new to the tower and just tuning in because of my trashy titles, I am using novels to try to explain some of the things that are going on the 5D levels, right? Let me just find. Where is it? I guess this was not going to work for right now. I don't want to catch a tag for music. Alright, so let's just see. Circle for yes, back and forth for no. Should we continue with the same book today? Or should I do a different book? Back and forth for a different book, circles for the same book. Alright. Different book. Alright. This one? Or this one? All right. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Oh, we got Naomi and we got Conrad. All right, so Conrad is a bad vampire who drinks people blood, and he has been locked up by his two brothers in a haunted mansion, and Naomi is the ghost of this mansion, right? Went ahead and picked up this deck for them. All right. So Conrad is one of three brothers, right? It's him, Sebastian, I think Nikolai, and they were part of this vampire hunting group, and then they got attacked and almost killed, and one brother who had been gone for a while had been turned into a vampire, but he was part of the good vampire group, right? So when he found them, he turned his brothers into vampires, one of which joined him to fight bad vampires, and the other one became a bloodaholic, right? What we got? What we got? What we got? All right, so we definitely got Two of Cups and the Queen of Hearts energy flowing in through this, right? Let's start on page 33, because that's the number that has popped up down here. I got a Three of Swords and a Three of Wands right after this Jack. Music's too loud. I got you. Shout out to the 143. It's 431. All right, page 33. Battling to feed from the shambles, he yelled in a foreign language what had to be oaths. He appeared to like the violence, or at least to be accustomed to it. Conrad, wait, she managed to bite out. Where are the... Now this is in her mind. Where are the brothers? Where are their syringes? Yes, three men Yes, the three men were in and out, but they were never gone long. Once he had made it to his feet, he began tearing through the room, banging on the walls with his chained hands, knocking holes into the bitter plastic. "Stop hurting my house!" He didn't. Instead, he snatched up the fireplace tools and swung them around, chucking them with so much force that the poker embedded itself into the brick fireplace, bobbing there. And when his frenzied gaze landed on the defenseless nightstand, she said, "No closer." Conrad charged for it. Without thinking, she swept him up to the ceiling, and he closed his eyes tight and then opened them, seeming astounded to be still regarding the floor. He thrashed and fought her hold. He was so strong, and soon she was forced to drop him, more hastily than she intended. He landed flat on his face. When he rose, she saw that his forehead was gushing blood into his eyes alongside his nose. She hadn't meant to hurt him. "Regete." "Conrad!" Nikolai yelled from downstairs, appearing in the doorway a split second later. He swept a baffled glance over the chaotic scene. "What the hell are you?" Nikolai never finished his question because Alright, so in this scene, apparently Conrad has broken free of his shackles and is tearing apart her house. Now, she's a ghost who's haunting her manor that she bought herself, right? She was this real famous dancer, and she got real famous, and then she got her own place, and she was all proud of herself to have her own little house and all this stuff. And then, yeah, she got murdered because she didn't want to marry a guy who wanted to marry her, so he murdered her. And it's this whole thing. That's why she haunts her house, right? And that's why she was so upset he was breaking stuff in her house. Alrighty. We got a Jack of Wands here. Definitely someone who's thinking with their base instincts more than anything else, right? They're curious, but they're very opinionated. And they're definitely the kind of person that tends to put their wants first. Definitely with this, you got a Three of Swords situation. This is someone who keeps people on back burners and things of that nature, right? The energy I'm picking up here. We got a Three of Wands here. I don't know, just with the feminine energy here, right? There's definitely somebody cooking something up in a cauldron in this one. Preparation, foresight, intuition is what I always say the Three of Wands is about, right? So somebody's definitely cooking something up, right? There's a Three of Swords situation, and somebody's definitely cooking something up, right? And there's definitely a lot of illusionment happening at the moment, right? With that Moon card there, definitely a lot of illusionment and a lot of anxiety, I think, to believe what is real and what is not real. What is real and what is not real, right? And then you got this Two of Cups. You got this Two of Cups energy, and you got this King of Hearts, right? This genuine wanting love energy versus, and yeah. Alright, so let's get a 3D, 4D, 5D on this. And a couple of Oracle cards to see what's going on. And then we'll get a page from further in the book to just see how this reading may play out. I don't know. Energies are at play. For real, if y'all are liking these, please hit that button. I said I'm going to do the book thing until at least Valentine's Day just to see if it smooths out, right? Okay, chill yourself out. It's one too many. Instincts. Ooh. And anger in chains, right? Anger in chains. Is that not it, right? Conrad's pissed because he's chained in this house and he's punching holes in its walls. Alright. I just love that. First sentence in there is breaking out of his shambles, and this one starts out with anger and chains. Healing. Yep. The reason his brothers have brought him there is to try to heal him. They heard tale from, what is it? Knucking Fut's Nicks? No, Fut Knucking Nicks. No, I was right. But told him that vampires with bloodlust have been known to be cured if they can find their mate. Their mate can convince them, unless their mate is also a turned meanie, then that is what it is. Now why I just got the image of what? Buffy and Spike. Ooh. No, I already did this earlier, but before I start reading cards. Come on now. Alrighty. Okey-dokey, smoky chokey. I do want to say, I am, for everything that I didn't get done last year and everything else, you know what? I have not had a single cigarette since 2020. I can honestly say I didn't have a single cigarette all of 2021. And I haven't had one of any of 2022 yet either. I will say I have cheated. There is some times where I've gotten Black and Milds and things like that, but I have not bought a pack of cigarettes and not had a cigarette. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So what do we got down here on the 3D? Need something here. Alright, on the 3D, I've got the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, right? A King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles. I do got the 7 of Hearts, though. And I do got the 2 of Cups, right? And like I said, this is a conversation that keeps popping up, right? There's these... King of Cups always attract this energy, right? What? There's always some skank slinking around. Always. Always, always. Always, always, always. Only always, 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 right? Let me just break it down. This is how, and this is definitely how it works on the 3D, because the 3D is 110% slave to the laws of this reality, right? That's just how it works. That's what sucks about the 3D, right? The 4D has its own rules to its dynamic and its reality, and then the 5D has even more open rules to its own dynamic and reality. But the 3D, this is how it works, right? What? The more in your 9 of Cups self-love energy you are, the more abundant you are. The more abundant you are, the more in control of yourself you are, right? Within the 3D dynamics, right? And this is definitely the kind of person who has like almost a mask on, right? In control, but having to mask certain things, right? And I feel like a lot of masking for this individual might be the fact that I'm not going to get into that. Might be that they're not as strong as they feel in these situations, right? It's just a portrayal on the 3D. We'll get to that when we get to the 4D, right? Right. You got the 7 of Illusionment, right? This is temptation. This is illusionment. This is... Yeah. Falsities, this is fantasies, this is just fakeness, right? I think this person might even be hiding these aspects of themselves from this type of energy because they're searching for a Two of Cups type of energy, right? On the 4D, this person is definitely giving off an attracting, manifesting energy, right? This person understands the law of attraction, right? The Knight of Pentacles understands the law of attraction. He knows how to draw things to them, right? Got the Six of Pentacles. They understand that there's equal give and take within the universe, right? You have to give out certain amounts of energy in order to receive certain amounts of energy back, right? And as long as you're balanced, you will healthily reap whatever you sow. You just have to be mindful of what seeds you are planting, right? This person understands. I think there's definitely, I'm getting a sense of pruning that needs to happen, right? With all this seeds of intention over here, right? This person understands how all this works. And if it's not working for them right now, or it's just starting to, right? They understand that there's definitely some swiftness, some action, some movement that needs to happen, right? You know, the Eight of Wands is all about travel, movement, change, but it's definitely making moves, right? Like I said, for me, I got kind of a almost pruning thing, right? Allowing dead leaves to fall, cutting back dead branches, things of that nature. Like, it's time to evaluate what you're feeding your energy into, because that, I believe, is what's causing a lot of, yeah, anxiety, right? The Ten of Swords is defeat. It's accepting loss in certain areas, right? Accepting the loss of certain timelines, things of that. And the Crows could either be leading you to a glorious new life, or, well, that's it. They could either be telling you that something is ending and you could take that as this bad, horrible, terrible omen, or you could take it as, oh my God, the universe is watching and guiding me somewhere new. Everybody's scared of new, though, right? New is absolutely fucking terrifying. Understand. Oh, sorry. All right, what's the 5D got to say? The 5D says, make sure you maintain stabilizing your income. Maintain using your intellect, right? The Queen of Swords is a quick thinker. She's intellectual, right? She's putting things into a proper prospect, right? I get this. Queen of Swords cutting out the bullshit. You got this guy stabilizing, right? You get the Ten of Cauldrons, right? Ten of Cups. Ultimate happy life card, right? That's whatever your goal is, right? It's generally it's for yeah, it usually represents family and things like that, but it does mean, it just means it means aligning with your highest purpose, right? Or aligning with what brings you most harmony in life, right? What most joy, right? You get the Star card, right? This is all being divinely guided. The universe is trying desperately to tell you that hope and renewal is coming, right? But you still need, and here you go, this is where the Queen of Swords is, right? This is where she is. Right? She is the one that's calculating the stars and things like that, and actually planning, and she's putting all that knowledge into play, right? And you got the Star person here, which I hope I don't get in trouble for making this as I'm reading trashy novels, but still, right? She waters the waters of her emotions and her intuition. She allows it to be cleared and washed away and purified, right? In one sense. In the other sense, she's also got one leg on land, right, in the physical reality, and she's still watering and nurturing there as well, right? You got the observatory, you got the boat in the back, and you got the water lilies. Those are all symbols that you could be looking up with this card too. Right. The very end here, we do got the Four of Swords up. In this deck, it's almost, it's not entrapment like the Eight of Swords, but it's definitely a healthy boundary card. Make sure that you have healthy boundaries. All right, we got anger and chains here. $29, bringing in 11. Force channeled outside, unreasonable, undirect, but powerful. This card is a very strange card, so I'm going to try to hold it up for you so you guys maybe can see this, right? Lions and sparks and chains and signs and lines all melted together, all melded together, geometry and colors like an explosion. I've got to break free. I want to be free. Anger is not the road to clarity. It is not controlled effort or a cold dish. It's raw, primal, explosive. It's the loss of reason, the loss of restraints. A bomb burning bright in black color, a wax seal carefully crafted to be immediately broken. But anger is also freedom. How can you break a single thread woven with a million others? How can you unfetter yourself from a bad situation, leaving all the rest unchanged? It doesn't work like that. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout, and the more things will be broken than just what you want to hurt. They are like a bundle. You can target, but you cannot choose. Break many to break one. Save one to save many. Earth Magic Instincts. How do we navigate this? I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty pissed off this morning with people. I've been having one of them days, y'all. Extremely emotional. Instinct, the last card in the deck, 158. Some of the strongest characteristics of our brother and sister wolves are their loyalty, companionship, playfulness, and affection. They are exceptional parents and take great care of their young. We see similarities to the wolves in domesticated dogs, particularly in certain breeds. Yet these tamed and distant relatives have long transferred their loyalty and pack behavior to humans. Yet wolves are still carnivorous, wild animals, surviving by seeking out whatever food is available that meets their dietary needs. This is instinctual driven, and it is the most basic natural drive that all living things possess. Over the centuries, the encroachment of the civilization into the wolves' natural territories and the periodic scarcity of game has prompted these beings to hunt whatever they could, which at times included ranchers or farmers' cattle or sheep. This in turn triggered a desire for revenge by these people so that they could hunt and kill the wolves, which has decimated their ranks in so-called civilized worlds, clashing with the world of the wild and instinctual. You have lost touch with your instinctual sensitivities. It is a result of culture and or religious prescriptions dictating that anything wild and instinctual is threatening and therefore has to be controlled and or eliminated. This is time to overcome this limited mindset and tune into these instinctual cues and let the spirit of the wolf be your teacher, and call upon the benevolent being for help identifying what those specific cues are saying. Shed some of your ambitions with only the guideline being do no harm. Experiment by getting out of the straitjacket of familiar societal norms and listening to those sensations in your gut that are trying to give you a message. It may be a warning or an urging to take action of some sort, to take some deep breaths and simply notice that your bodily sensations are telling you, your mind will be the receiver of that information, and your body and mind can learn to work more closely with each other once again. I'm talking about that with food with kids, man. I like to do parties and stuff for the kids, and it's funny because even when I did Boy Scouts, right, natural children, babies, the younger they are, the more they're drawn to what? The veggie trays, the clementine oranges, an apple, pickles. Usually raw food is what they'll go for first. It's natural instinct. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to go with 169 here. You got 10 of Pentacles, right? Established tower there. We've got the 6 of Cups looking back, and we've got the 9 of Cups. All right. Got the 5 of Wands reversed over here just for fun, just to see what that is. Oh, should I read 5 pages? We will see what they're talking about on these pages before I commit to that. There might be some things that I can't read, y'all. I mean, these are, these can get pretty bad. Lord Almighty. All right, let's see where we're at. I don't know what that means. She says something in French. It says bind. And here we go. Now I gotta look it up because I don't know what it means. Good. Okay. All right. Good, she said, resuming her steps. As his gaze followed her, he wondered what it would be like to pierce her pale skin with his fangs. If she were flesh and blood woman, what would it be like to cup her breasts and suck on her neck? All right, so Naomi is a ghost, but she is also Conrad's mate, but because she's dead, only he can see her. Nobody else can. He's the only one who can see the ghost because she's his mate and she's still lingering around. But he can't touch her. He had never touched a woman's breast. He often tried to imagine what Naomi's would feel like from what he had seen of them. They'd be soft against his rough palms, giving to his grasp. He always yearned for a woman of his own, and he always dreamed of not letting her leave the bed for days as he explored her, discovering how to pleasure her. He wanted to learn how to make this woman pine for him, and if he had to leave and... Oh, Jesus. And if he had to leave and cry his name as he entered her. Jesus. Cry his name in a sultry voice tinged with French. Suddenly fantasies ran riot in his mind of kneading her ass at the same time as he suckled her nipples, of petting her pale little body for hours until she came again and again for him. You look content, monsieur. He coughed into his fist. I have to say, I've been in worse jails. And having such a desirable cellmate didn't hurt either, though the need to pursue Tarrant grew more pressing with each hour, and promising hunting ground awaited. He also found himself on the edge from the idea of leaving her here for even a short amount of time. Suddenly she twirled around and brushed a sizzling kiss on his cheek. His eyes narrowed suspiciously at her, but she merely laughed. It's called, say it with me, affection. Oh, affection. He just assumed she flirted because that was her nature. Yet could she? Could she truly be interested? Should I do 5 pages? 2. Truly be interested in him? Even be attracted to him with his red eyes and scars? Maybe she wanted more as he did. But then there was no one else there to attract her. He had no competitors here. Why would you show me affection? She answered. Because I feel it. Why? With a laugh she asked, why? Why must you question everything good? Yes, what it is illogical. You know nothing about me. I know more about you than any other woman does. Ne escapas? You don't have to muster up the nerve to divulge your secrets with me while secretly hoping I don't run away screaming. I know all of them, and I'm still here. Eyes bright, lips curled, she said. And now I know that you're my favorite man. Des la madre entrar. I have no idea what that means. I have to look it up. Because I am the only one in the entire world who can see or hear you. She gave him that mysterious shrug. He knew she was likely playing. The flirtations were meaningless, but damn it, her words still got to him, and it was becoming easier to pretend that the sentiment was real. You don't know what to do with affection, do you? I have no idea, he admitted. I don't know my way around this, and it makes me feel weak, and you make me feel that way sometimes. How a man as powerful as you could feel weak, I'll never know. This disturbs me. What would you suggest I change so that you don't feel that way? He scrubbed his hand over his face, struggling to convey what he was thinking. You make me uneasy at times because you and everything you do are so unfamiliar to me. Like what? Your laughter. It's like you spend every second of your day merely awaiting a time to be able to laugh or tease. I sound so terrible. How do you stand being near me? It must be because of your saint-like patience and calm. She topped off his glass. And that's the end of the chapter, so I will end there. Very cute. Very cute. All right. Told you these books were bad. All right, y'all. This is all about coming into healing, right? Coming into healing. That's the main message at the end here. All right. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed your story time this morning. I love y'all. I'll be back again tomorrow or as soon as I can. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and windy, trippy paths with me. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.